What is up, viewers and subscribers? Welcome back to another live stream video from the D&AFOOTBALL people. This will not be the first and the last live for before the year finish, people. And I hope y'all have a very good Christmas and a happy one with the New Year chip team. Hope y'all enjoy to the best, to the most with families and friends, people. So, massive respect to everybody. Big up to everybody. But people, the topic I will talk about in this live, I will talk about the UK based players arrived to join under 17 plus under 20 Trinidad, where there's a massive look. And can Jamaica still qualify for the World Cup 2026? Big question, big talking point on it, people. So before I kicked off the video, people, I want to talk about this youngster who has got shot down and murdered in the street. He played, I think he was representing for the last term under 17 recruitment squad that play in the qualifiers, people. And definitely some it's a heart warming moment right now in the football fraternity for Trinidad and Tobago under 17 national team pass and the president plus the TTFA. I saw they post up this thing and I said I have to give my condolence to the friends and family and the football fraternity of Trinidad and Tobago of this youngster that got gunned down in the street. I don't know what the full story behind all of these people, but I saw they have an article here. I don't know what's the major play why he get gunned down. I don't know if he in a gang or something of the sort. I mix up, but something he got gunned down, people. And my condolence goes out to the friends and family. May his soul rest in peace. He named TK Oisi. He was representing for the last under 17 team, people. You know me? So big up to everybody. Condolences to everybody who is in mourning of this young, bright talent, which could have been come out to something good, people. So big up to everybody, you know. And also, people, this won't be the first and the last live for the rest of the year. I thought we have a couple more days leave, so I will try and put in a one live or so in the last day into the New Year's. One thing, people, I feel I could go live for the New Year's into the New Year's as a matter of fact, people. When I think about it. So, people, I saw this topic that I did want to talk about the US and the UK based players who have arrived on the Trinidad side the other day. A couple of them, not a lot, you know. And I will express my feeling on this and give my take on it, people. I think this story dropped December 21st, so I will see how it looks. So they said the Trinidad and Tobago Football Association has intensified its overseas recruitment drive as a group of UK born and UK based footballers have accepted invitation to travel to Trinidad to join the under 17 and under 20 men's national team residential training camp. The players who are currently attracted to professional and semi-professional club in England arrived in Trinidad on Friday to train live and integrated with the local environment as part of the ongoing assessment process. Well, this is a good look there for Trinidad, people, and looking as if Trinidad will learn their lesson and know that this is one of the main thing to move forward with these group of players coming in from the UK base, where you know these players as in either they in an academy or as they mentioned semi-pro and stuff like that. So they have been coached very well. But my problem in this now, people, I don't know if you will agree, but I think that these players who coming in from a professional level or a semi-pro level, I don't think the coaching facility is definitely good enough to really coach these players. I don't know if you will agree with that, people, because I see that a major problem because the coaching is 100% have to be on point to coach these youngsters because if they don't coach well, they will go to the pitch and do things that they're not supposed to do. People. So I think that they need to get in some very good coaching people who definitely have a lot of experience because they're going to need that. Because if these youngsters from the so for instance they get in the US based and the UK based players them, right? They come in, they play against small teams, beat them, but remember they have to have a coach who guide them, show them the ins and out, oh, to deal with situation. And I don't think that these coaches on the local side definitely have that capability to really deal with them kind of situation. You know, it may be just that these youth that they take it up on the head to do it. Because remember they're going to meet up on tough teams in group stage, in the knockout stage and all over, whichever way it goes. It's under 17, under 20, they're going to buck up on these teams who have been playing. Most of these players, as a matter of fact, playing professionally, are they playing semi-pro, are they in a good, sturdy academical environment, So for me, I think that a little bit of downfall going to be there because the coaching facility where a lot of these local coaches who's on the side right now in Trinidad are not having a lot of experience. They don't got a lot of experience, exposure. They haven't coached a big team. They haven't coached some good technical players them who definitely could sparks something, And that is one of my main issue, people. That is how I see it. Because we have been seeing this happening over and over with the the national team. We see that happening in Jamaica as well. And I don't think that Trinidad should make the mistake but of believing that these local coaches is good enough to bring these youngsters to the promised land or bring them further across the line because it only could bring them just a part way and not a fully part where they could meet up all the likes of the Mexico, then the big dogs, them and the US and the Canada and beat these teams. It could happen in a one half game, of course. Yeah, it could, but it's not something that they're going to continuously do because remember these players are coaching with some high technical coaches and they learn the game and they're learning it, they learn it very fast, And for Trinidad to do this, people, it's a good initiative, people. I like what they're doing. I really appreciate that the TTFA has putting in things in place to see where the football is at, where they're going, and where they're coming from. So they have to try and get in the right set of people to navigate the footballing um, level, the under 17 and the under 20 in the right direction. So I am not beating anything, but it's just, I think that they should move towards getting some experienced coaches to coach these youngsters. You will get the best out of these players if you get in the right set of coaches. The local coaches ain't going to cut it. I telling you, people, they ain't going to cut it because playing up against these teams in the region, yeah, he could beat some of these teams in the region. Some of these local coaches could beat these teams in the region, yes, but when you come out of the group, meeting some bigger guns, what going on happen? Because the last time in the under 17 qualifiers, Trinidad team just only needed a point or 3 points to qualify, and they didn't make it out because of the technical part of the game, the strategy, and you have to know how to get the best out of the player and get the best out of a game. And this is where they go wrong. So they couldn't go through. They lost the game and they never make it out. So I don't think the local coaches who's on the salary right now, I don't know their resume, I don't know how they get their license, but I don't think it's good enough to coach these players who coming in from professional level and semi-pro level to come and commit. So you're going to have the same maybe problem and it's going to be messed up. Who this? We are doing big up, big up. Merry Christmas, bro. Hope all is well with you and the family. And Happy New Year to everybody in the building. Yeah, so definitely people. I think that this is a good thing for Trinidad to do, people. They're making moves. They're definitely making moves. And you have to come and talk about it. You have to congratulate them. But for me, is the only problem for me is that the local coach is not good enough. They're not going to handle whatever going to come at them. You know? Yeah, man, out of love, man. Big up, man. You see it. So I think that they need to get in even an experienced coach who could steady the ship and get the things going with the team. That is how I think they should do. Get a experienced coach who definitely have a lot of experience and a coach who could recruit as well, and let this man steady the ship because you see when you have these other team like this under 17 and 20 team who are playing very good, they could even matriculate themselves into the national team. So you don't even have to worry about these players is getting old and you have no replacement. So you could just knock right on the door there and get in those under 17 and under 20 players in. So I think that they need to, because if they don't get in some good professional coaches who could coach these players, they're going to go back to square one. And you see the recruitment of getting in these overseas players will not definitely cut it. Will not definitely cut it, and you're going to wonder why. And that is one of the things that messing up the thing. So that is just my take and my point of view on it, people. I don't like to use opinion because opinion is not facts. So that is my analyzation, my point that I think that they could do. Yeah, bro, big up yourself. Well, you see um that piece of information. I am the one came up with it. You know, I was just analyzing and sitting down and I say, oh, Trinidad could really get a coach who could recruit and analyzing players. And I look at John Walt and I do some research and go and see, and I realize he's a recruiter for the Columbus Crew team. And I think that maybe Trinidad should make a move for him. That is why you see I put out the video. And I said Trinidad should look to try and lower this man into the national, never the national team, but the under 17 and the under 20. I think that they should try and get this man in, which we don't know if they could afford him because we know these men don't come cheap. They are very, very good at their job, whatever they did. And it will be a massive look if Trinidad could get even January for their recruitment team. Maybe they have somebody put in play, but I think that January they would have never lose off of this man because he has been doing great things in the past for Jamaica. For the short time he's in Jamaica, yeah, I think he did very good. It's just that he never have enough time and things went bad. He just went left and he just moved. So It's just me come up with that aura. It's not really not nobody. I may come up with that analyzation there. I may just come with it and go on a video about it because I think that will be a good move for Trinidad to do. And Trinidad should not make the mistake. This now they have their grandparents and these things put in place where they could get players from overseas and they don't have to worry and say they don't have the requirement to get these players and everything has been opened up right now for them. So I don't think it's supposed to come as no surprise if Trinidad start to do a lot of recruitment for the national team, under 17, under 20, whatever case. We will start now for Trinidad. Yeah, it's definitely start. So I'm looking for them in the next World Cup tournament. And a lot of fans, I don't think they're supposed to feel bad about the not qualifying for the World Cup. This is just the start for the team. So that is why I said they need to get in some very good experienced people. Local coach is not going to really cut it. I tell you, we already saw what happened with Jamaica already. We realize what taking place, and I don't think that Trinidad should make this kind of mistake and get these things done and using local coaches because they want to cut price, they want to save money. It make no sense because it's going to cost you at the end of the day with not with these teams who playing in the tournament not qualified. So you're going to waste money for playing fair, for staying in our country, hotel, food and all these things. So it make no sense. You try to cut costs on the coaching and try to pump the money. Anyway you take it, you're going to use money, whichever. So I think that they should focus, build the thing the right way, getting the right set of people them in the position, not unprofessional people because I saw they put in a temporary quote unquote where they say like when Mr. Speed for Jamaica Emma what the word whatever it will come they use a guy who is not professionally in that post as a technical director and they, they, and that is not a good look. So no, not a quota, not quota. Coaching what Speed doing right now. What interim, right, interim. So I saw they put in a guy who is a local player, who is a local coach, assistant coach. He work with the national team. He work with other teams in and around the space of Trinidad, and they put him in as a technical director for the national for the TTFA organization, and this man don't have no resume of about technical director, and that is the bad move that they make already. Which I'm not beating it because he's going to be there as a temporary. In the coming year, maybe they will get a official technical director to put in place, and they need to do that fast as possible because it make no sense you putting people who are professional into a job who cannot do the job. You're going to get mess. You know? So and as you mentioned, I don't think they should put in any quota in their team either. They need to use the best players them possible because some of these youngsters who are on the side right now, they still I don't think it's good enough. It's good enough to pick a local, a best local in Trinidad and Tobago. I don't think it's good enough. So this is why they are going further to get players from overseas, and nothing done wrong with players overseas, you know, and I think that is a good move there for them, so they could get it on all levels. So doing this a very good look there for Trinidad and Tobago, getting in the overseas based players into and don't watch no face, don't because everyone TTFA get this. Everyone is doing this. The biggest of the biggest team has been recruiting players. Don't follow our so-called Jamaican organization because it don't make no sense. Because if you do that and try to put in a quota system and say, all right, 16 to 7 or whatever the case may be, it make no sense. That going to build rupture and problem in camp and all these things. You need to get the best players them put in place, get the right coaches who could coach these youngsters because that is going to be a plus for the setup people. So it's a good look there for I think Jamaica investigate the Dutch player from Curacao. Whereas I feel like if they investigate it, they will find something. I don't think they will find anything, you know. Jamaica get in Chile have a chance. Uh, Jamaica not stand no chance right now, bro. That's it. So looking forward, people. I think it's a good move there for Trinidad and Tobago to get this thing put in place. I see they're acting very quickly on this because remember throughout the Nation League Gold Cup coming up, they never did have the thing put in place, the grandparents and all these things put in place. So right now they have it put in place and now they're using it as fast as quickly as possible because next year you're going to have the and maybe they have another 17 qualifiers as well. So more likely maybe that's why they're getting these players to put in camp and have a little training camp with them and all these things. So more likely they will get the players them in and get the right set of things done, people. But it's a local coach them have at the M still right now, and I don't think it's good enough. And they need to push for a coach who interested of coaching them, you know. And that is going to be the downfall for them. For me, still, that is just my take. I just think that they need to get in some good experienced coaches who could have the capability of moving the needle from one point to another. You know? So good luck for Trinidad people. We actually spent 20 minutes on this topic, people. So definitely do the like button, people. Subscribe if you're new. Um, Look, good look for the opportunity, people. Man, I tell you the truth, I love what they're doing, and I like what they try to put in place now to do the right thing and get the right things done because this is the only way you can move forward. If you do the right thing and not messing up the thing, because y'all know where y'all coming from with the football. 5 years ago, Trinidad wasn't or they didn't have no access to football no time at all because FIFA normalization. Now they're out of that. And they should fans should be proud of where they're coming from because a coach was in at the helm of it, Angus Eve, and then he got fired, then thing they come in, Dwight York as a pass player come in. Not a bad move there going for Dwight York. I was one of the guy them who was talking to Dwight York thing. I think they should have go for a more qualified coach. But when I check Dwight York resume, I kind of bit just back a bit people and stop and just say, all right, give him a chance, you know. So I could attest to that because I did video surrounded a lot of things that has been transpired in the media people for Trinidad and Tobago football. So it's just that sometimes give him a chance. He got a bit of experience, I could say, and he work at typically mainly the highest level, you know. And it was so difficult for him because when I was listening his interview and thing, he talk about getting into either the championship or the League One, and it's difficult for a black man per se, quote unquote black man, to get in those kind of chap people. You know, you'd have to. He said people have to know you who know who, and I say it go through the coaching management thing. So that is why you never see him getting a job in the championship and in the League One, League Two, because nobody don't know him, you know. So he got an exposure, come to the national team of Trinidad and Tobago, and with his resume, and I think that is a good move. So a lot of a lot of team will be looking at him and so forth. But I don't think he's supposed to. I don't think he should move. I think he should continue with this national team because he have a little camaraderie, a little chemistry with the players them and thing. And his recruitmental aspect is not bad at all because I saw they're bringing in some very good player in, and if they continue to do that, Trinidad going to up the scale, people. I definitely believe if they continue on that path, they will up the scale on their recruitmental aspect of getting in the right set of players in. So it's not going to be a surprise for me if I saw Trinidad start to dominate in this region and they start to get in the right set of players they mean to fit into their team. It's not going to come as a surprise to me because I saw what they're doing, and it's a very good look there for them, to in this World Cup qualifier. I saw that there was one of the best team in the group stage of the qualifiers, people. And a lot of people won't agree, but I think they have some very good games. Curacao, who beat Jamaica, Curacao never beat them. Draw. So I think that they did very good against Curacao, and definitely people won't agree still as it, but I think they have those two games that they play against Curacao is a good games, and they just draw them. It was unfortunate that they couldn't even get even the 3 points in one of these games. But big up on yourself, Trinidad, and I hope on a continue. This TTFA, try and do the right thing. Don't get ahead of all yourself and not doing the right thing and try to putting people in position who don't qualify for the job. It makes no sense. You're going to lose, and fans going to come out and not having faith in you guys. So do the right thing, please. I'm begging you. All right, people. So we can move on now to Jamaica. Can Jamaica still qualify for the 2026 World Cup, people? Knockout playoff, whatever you want to call it. 2 games for Jamaica. And at this present moment, we have one of these teams who has been playing very great in the Afghan Cup, people. And I think that this Congo team, not a normal team. So I don't see that Jamaica will beat them because 2 week won't get you ready to play against these teams because they just realize they're playing right through after the qualifying round and they reach a knockout stage of the playoff. Now they have the Afghan playing 1 month, so they actually going to get maybe 2 months rest or a month and a half rest. Most of these players going back to the club after the Afghan and they're going to continue to perform. So I tell the people, our task ahead for Jamaica, people, because I don't think that Jamaica have the capability. 2 week, as I said before, not going to be good enough for the team to prepare and get going to beat this team, people. You know, I don't think it's going to be good enough for them to get it done at that point in time. Because I don't see people we blow our chance and we just want to fight and try and say, all right, we're going to beat these two teams and go to the World Cup. No, it's not going to work like that. These other teams want to go as well and they're going to give their A game. And watching the Congo team the other day, I just saw some highlights of them. I'm not really much looking at Caledonia now. Caledonia, I think Jamaica could beat them, but the toughest game they're going to face is definitely Congo, people. You know, and right now, let me see where Congo sit right now. Because they played it yesterday and they draw with Senegal. They were leading them right throughout the game. And Mane scored in the 69th minute. You know? So, I tell you, Congo team is a very well completed team. Welshman and Conrad Smith, big up on yourself, you know. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year when it comes. Bros, bros, bros. Teacher Jamaica gonna beat their. We're not playing with no boy. Round here. One speed. And that is a Welshman. Well, if you say so, that is your opinion, bro. That can't be facts. You see me? That could never be facts, dog. So you can't believe what you want to believe, but Jamaica not beat no DR. Where you get that from, yo? You not beat DR, dog. So right now the DR Congo and Senegal sit on 4 points, 4-4 each. None of them have lost a game. Benny and 3 points and Botswana and none. Botswana not really a big country where they deal with the footballing thing. You know, so DR Congo definitely a very good team. Yeah man, big up Welsh man. No problem. To show you this team, not a normal team, people. Nigeria get away with a 3-2 win as well. Uganda and Tunisia. Um, Tanzania 1-1. You know, so the African Cup are going. I see Egypt I perform, Mo Salah perform. Yeah, man. We have a game before that, man. But you don't know. Nobody not really to look at thing there now. Remember that? What them name? Who we going to play before that? Are Congo the main aim? Are them we supposed to have a problem with, you know? New Caledonia. Yeah, right. Nah, put my side over my side. One Jamaica, one without speed. Well, if I say so still, it's a one Jamaica, one without speed. Brother, I don't see it necessary, bro. Is it? I think that they could get past New Caledonia. I believe they should, but it's not going to be easy either way for Jamaica, you know? I just think that the big challenge ahead for them is DR Congo. And DR Congo not going to play around. Because this team here is not an easy team to beat. And they are running and they are keeping the football at their feet. They are scoring goals. And I don't think Jamaica are good enough to contain that kind of pressing metrics that they're going to come with. I understand because you have to try to keep up and try to stop them from score. You know? So this is not going to be an easy game. Never. It's never going to be an easy game for Jamaica. And this are the thing we always are run from. We never want Jamaica reach this stage. And what? We give it up in the group stage. We take it for joke, which other team was definitely serious about qualifying for the World Cup. Because Curacao was more serious than Jamaica. Because you see their first game in at home where we played them and they beat the 2-0. You realize how they was running at us and everybody was blaming the pitch, the this, the that. Me not blame nothing. We should never lose that game away. You know? And see it there. We joke out that. Cost coach organization, cost players, all these things. Yet still not get the result. So why people feel that going to this playoff, Jamaica are going to just boom bang one time and beat these two teams and say, all right, World Cup with it. No, it's not going to happen like that. And I don't believe so. I could 100% believe that it's not going to happen. You see me? That's it. I don't think it's going to happen like that. Yeah, one Jamaica, one Miguel Coley, one Real Speed with the one addition type Maggie. Boy, Welch, easy, you know. Yeah, gone back to type Maggie. Type Maggie days done, bro. Who you think type Maggie can run up to now? A JP, the man a play and a proper. Man a hype up the man, that. Right. Well, let me see. Let me see. Let me see still. We just some glad watch because you see me? No heartbroken, no hard feelings because I already put myself in a position from back then when Jamaica play in the World Cup when we not go out with nothing. We done to take my mind off of the World Cup qualifier, the performance. Me did don't take my mind. So it's not as if that Jamaica don't qualify for World Cup, me going to feel away. Or I saw this coming for a while now. You know? So that is why I'm not feeling away because that's a surprise to me. The one turn Maggie. Well, if that is your thinking, Welshman, it's just your opinion. If he's the biggest thing, maybe he's the biggest thing in your eyes, and that is your say. You know, can't fight your talk, but at the end of the day, we'll see what will happen. Because I don't feel like Maggie can come up against these DR Congo and Caledonia, New Caledonia. You feel Maggie can come up against these teams? No, your team may run riot and run rings on Maggie, bro. Maggie's not no lifesaver for Jamaica. I don't know why you feel that. Maggie getting chance and in time and him blow it too as well. Just as how Jamaica blow their chance to qualify for the World Cup. And I know no one put in faith. I don't have no faith in a no team. I don't have no faith in a no coach. Because this man is no coach at all. You understand? This man is no coach. Uh, Jamaica, I want to play, man. At the same, him never string, man. What noted? No calling that. I understand that, man. I mean, I'm saying about. But I tell you, my belief, my confident level is not there with these people. Well, if you want to call him a big coach, he's a big coach for you in your eyes. Real speed are not a big coach, bro. Real speed can coach my youth. Man already, dog. In good on the Jamaican level of football, on that level. But when he come out and meet other bigger teams, he can perform. He have the technical skill and technical ability in coaching. So we already saw that already. You see me? But you see it go still because they're going to play technical coaches in New Caledonia and their Congo team. So let me see how I'm going to perform. Let me see if it's going to be a long ball. Let's see again. You're going to get in midfield and all these things. Brother, me not say if you stop back them, but you must know where you're back and where you back them for because there's no way I could back these man when they don't mean Jamaica no good. So, Welshman, that is what you think and that is what you say. You know? So, that is you. Can't stop you from back your country and back. Because me not go down in no hole with nobody. When me know that ship they are going to run off a road. Me that be a suicidal because me a kill myself too. That make no sense, G. You see me? So what makes sense? Me know say Jamaica not on the right path. We're not moving in the right direction. We're not doing the right thing as an organization and as a country. Why should I put myself towards that or put myself in that? Local based players just need to work on their fitness and the technical aspect of the game. That is what I think that alone can bring it. You know? That alone can bring it. Well, if you want to go down with the ship, well, be the captain of it, just like Titanic. You could be the captain of that ship, brother. But me not go down with it. That's that I want to call loyalist, no? Right, right? Now I go down with not ship, bro. Me know say that I go sink, or me I go down with the far. Better jump off. He's so good, no one want him or them by yard something in the water. Yeah, definitely something in our water, Conrad. You see it? Something definitely in our water, feel. Marvin Ferran, big up yourself, bro. Hope all is well with you and the family. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's to come, bro. Everybody on the chat, big up on yourself and in the live. So to say what Jamaica under 17 squad is going to make up of schoolboy, and that's not going to help us at all because Jamaica can't send schoolboys to play against professional. Well, tell Welch that enough because you see, man say full speed ahead, one Jamaica, that team man, you know, and that them are gonna do. Them are full up the under 17 team of BL schoolboy football and things that is good enough. That is not good enough because these players are not coached properly. They are not developed properly in the right aspect. So they're going to fail. Plus, is a local coach at the helm of it. So more likely, those coaches don't have no experience, no exposure. They're not going to work for them. They're not going to work for them. And as we mentioned on the Marvin Fern, I was talking about earlier with the Trinidad and Tobago national organization, which is the TTFA. They have some local based players coming in for a camp, and professional and semi pro players who coming in to train with the local. But I already mentioned that they want to let down in that for me is that the coach who going to respond to coach these players. What are the resume of those coaches? It's the same license they have just as Rudolph Speed and others, because this is where he come and get his license in Trinidad, and then that don't mean nothing. Mount Pleasant Club champion of the Caribbean. Now mix Mount Pleasant into this. Hey, Welshman, don't mix Mount Pleasant because Mount Pleasant can do different thing from what every club at Jamaica do. So don't mix Mount Pleasant. And you see who are run Mount Pleasant, you realize it's not a Jamaican. And you realize it's not any man who live in it, like come from Jamaica. So don't mix Mount Pleasant. Is a white man or whatever skin color I'm have. The man there know the business of football, know the ins and outs and the capability, what they need to run a club, and plus having academy as well. So Mount Pleasant are doing great. They are doing great things because they have an academy, they have a team that they could rely on to get in players, so they don't have to go out of their way to buy players per se. You know? So I don't think you should mix up Mount Pleasant with any local team, I believe. So one Jamaica, you say, continue to talk that, man. They will never ever come out of their group and they're going to pick up 9 and 7. Well, that is expected, Marvin. Isn't it? That is expected because having these players who not developed properly and playing against technical and professional players, not going to cut it for Jamaica. So coming out of the group, I don't think they're going to make it. They're going to fail over and over right through. Maggie no ga among player. He is not an academy player. He's not a player that they get it. They buy him because they feel say he could do something for them. You know? So he's playing for Mount Pleasant. Maggie is playing for Mount Pleasant. No. But that don't mean to say Mount Pleasant are gonna be a world star team if Maggie did it. No, Maggie not making a difference because he might not one of the best players them in the team. He is not. He is not one of the best players in my team. So don't get it twisted, Welshman. That's it. So that a phone Rebecca Tree scored the winning goal. My silent killer. So that may I tell her this is where Maggie levels is cut. In standard of playing football, this is where his level is. You understand? Because you realize where he come from, where he couldn't make it out at the highest level. Not to say the highest level, a pro level, a semi-pro level. He couldn't make it there, so I don't know why all you hyping up Maggie this, Maggie that. This is his level, and you have to respect that. This is his level, and he performing at his level, and you have to give him that. You understand? This is Maggie level, bro. So nobody feel like say if him a go left Mount Pleasant and go on USL League or MLS, him a go back down because he actually never make it in that type of environment. So why you feel that overnight now him a go make it just so? No, done. This done, bro. Great day, Maggie give me rose. What kind of rose, brother? What Maggie done for me have to give him rose, bro? You see, let me tell him. The only way he would have get the rose from me, brother, is less that he was performing at that semi-pro level and he's getting work done, and then he said, all right, he's going to make a move and try to come back to Jamaica, yeah, man. He never matriculate himself upwards. He come back down. So why should I give him flowers? He will get flowers because he performing at his level. Of course, he will get the flowers because he performing at his level. He will get the flowers from me, but not because he's good and he's just that this player who magnificent and he could. No, he get flowers for levels that he playing right now. You see me? Someone to stop. I love football. But that and like brown beer. That are them problem. You see me? You don't realize that in less than 5 years, Maggie won the USL and brother, stop on that nonsense. But Maggie won with USL. Maggie no one know USL, bro. Where you get that from? Not understand. How much game Maggie play in a USL game? Ah boy, Welshman, stop it. Calm down, dog. You know, man, the man will win nothing, bro. I will win it for the man. He and the team. So he name on the sheet too as well, but he no win nothing. He not the main man who score a goal and have an outstanding performance, a man of the match performance. He never have that. Welch, if you never let me eat my words back then, I don't think he going to eat it now. I don't think I'm going to eat no words now. Because I'm already not telling that. I already tell you that. Say Maggie is at his level and he's performing at his level. You cannot beat me now beat him for that because he's at his level. Because we know where his level stand and where he's coming from. You see me? So it's not going to be a game changer or a thing that's going to happen overnight. No, we're not going to see that. Well, if you continue back at Jamaican ball, I respect that, you know. But me now go back and play, me know say you not perform and you're playing at a level when you really recognize it push. You see there? Yeah, David. Say one JC. Alright. So yeah, people, that are the question. I want to think, you know, Jamaica still can qualify for the World Cup. That are the question I put in on. I feel like. I feel Jamaica still could qualify. Mm. Big up everybody in the building. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year when it comes, people. Everybody in the chat and silent listener, big up on yourself. Thanks for joining the live stream. Do it the like button. Subscribe if you're new. Question to y'all: do you think that Jamaica could qualify for the World Cup still in this playoff? Uh, when it comes on to Maggie or belly full. They say our belly full already. Maggie done he have skills, but that alone can't work. Look at Ravel for better than Maggie, but fail because they don't put in the hard work. Two, Mark Chambers, big up yourself. Good comment. You see me? You know why Welsh still a push and I say, oh, Maggie this, Maggie that. What to the man? I mean Maggie is missing in playmaking. Remember, see, you remember say he was in there, he was at the Jamaica national team, you know. It's push. Yeah, next one too. Want to be the missing link, and he was there. He was there, you know, what he done. He never done nothing. He never done nothing, you know. Which coach? It will take a miracle for us to beat Congo. Yeah, big up yourself. Quellish. Always a parent calling your name, no G. Jaja. Big up yourself still. We need to realize that we are going to need both Maggie and Ravel. Brother Ravel now go come play for Jamaica. If they not involve him in this last outings, last qualifying one. And no, them gonna call him. Me no speed now, I call Ravel. So don't talk. Me know him gonna call Maggie. You know? Yeah. Again, discharge Andy Ross it's pushed. What you talk about? Brother. In the discharge Guatemala too, because that one I last game in play now. Maggie played him last game, I think, against Guatemala World Cup qualifier. No? Well, Guatemala, I think Guatemala they beat we, you know. And him out wide and can't go in, you know. Can't pass in defender, you know. So, what you talk about? What kind of destroy, man? I'm gonna destroy nobody. Chemo, Hunter, big up yourself. I'm gonna try Pierre Maggie with Ravel. What a joke. Brother, in can't pair them, man, the dog. You can never pair Maggie with Rafael, dog. You see me? Because him a mention I say him want to see Rafael and Maggie in the midfield. Everyone is Maggie in the midfield. Rafael now get no pick. Rafael done with the national team. And worse them man in the team already or the organization or in the coaching something without speed. The man in pick Rafael. No time at all. Kimo, tell the man, man. Tell the man say Maggie ready, dog. I already telling say Maggie playing his levels right now. Maggie is at his level. That is why you see he's performing. And him hard to believe that one day. Not the soup group. Not the soup group, but we plan to play teams better and we're going to beat them. And that is a joke. Is it because went a new baller from the start of the campaign till the last game now. We are trying to speed up the process. And that will never work. Never work. They never work overnight. Never. Don't it? No call it dopey. It's a one of them call it dopey. And that not gonna work either. It's rather too slow. It's push. When you play 16 games for Jamaica, no goals, no assists. Tell him that Kima because he not get it Welshman in our work with the stats, in this I work with one game performance and nothing else. You see me? Like it's just that not really ready for international football, but he's okay at club level. And that's the truth question. Is Maggie a midfielder or a winger? Maybe I don't know which position he really play now, my friend, because sometimes we see him play for Jamaica out wide, sometimes play as a 10 and things. So we don't really know his definite position where he definitely play. You see me? All Maggie need is strength and better cardio or muscle fitness. And that's not an easy thing for him get either. Well, so that's our problem. Can't get that overnight. Plus speed equal. It's a Maggie plus speed equal. Right now we best focus on that 23 squad for the Olympics. Never look to that in a horror because I be a thing there. Play the marketing, play local play the marketing because I don't see Jamaica going to get in players from overseas anymore because they're not looking towards that kind of thing, you know. So I feel like Maggie can help Jamaica football level to this because Robert only have been a positive player for us from income and fighting that Robert is superb talent Jamaica never produced. He's one of the best midfielder Jamaica ever have. Other than from a German you and all these other midfielder with more on him. So may I tell you, it's just a fight. You can get it, see me? We all know it's a fight. Rafael get from the bigger heads them in the organization. We all know it's definitely a fight. Why never come. You see them calling because the fans did a outrage theme and them calling for I think of the Unity Cup and then come on for the bench. Unity Cup and I think in the qualifying round in the World Cup early stages, you know, and they get him in and I think he come on in one of the game them. And from that he never get a call again. So I don't know what is the problem with Ravel not really can't get a call in a team, you know. People have too much of ego and have the other things. You see me? AFF waste a lot of money carrying the heritage player and don't play them. Well, if them do that, that is the good luck on them. And because up to now, people still a beat the overseas players them say at them not gonna qualify. Which the players them, which the people them who are saying them kind of thing, who is on the island. Those are the people who making those assertion about the overseas based players. Them is the one causing Jamaica for not qualify. You know, and the main truth and the fact in front of them eyes and they don't see it. They're blind to it, G. You see me? I give Ravel and Macy Green have fun to fool this thing. And that now happen. Macy Green will not come nowhere. You feel like Macy Green will see these nonsense and stupidity that go on in the organization and they'll come mix up in brand with this. It now come nowhere. Basically, you now come nowhere at all. Blake and some other don't like Raven. Oh well, me can't say about that still now. Mark Chamber, me I tell you the truth, me don't know about that still, but me think it'll come from the bigger heads them. You see me, like speaking on the money and the president and the money. Like they narrate Ravel. You see it? We first need to fix our midfield. Midfield are not coming back to help defense. Yeah, and that is one of the problem for the team too as well. And we always bypass the midfield. So why you feel like say this man in position now I go overnightly get in some midfielder, which he could get them in, yes, but you're going to get the job done? Me, I don't know. Think both if bigger baller on the bench than the local, why they let the crowd call out the sub. Well, that is where it all messed up too, because you see they listen to the crowd because I don't know, they get so thing there with the crowd, they get drawn out with the crowd because they feel like what the crowd calling for is that they need to use these ballers, they use to get these ballers on the pitch because they could work a miracle, and it never work. You see it, so I never think it would have worked either. So that means these coaches now no balls. You see it? Tony Cross and Sergio Busquets is one of the slowest player ever. Yeah, and then play the dub as one of the best CDM midfielders. I think it's better we play a 4-3-1-2. Well, similarity same as 4-2-3-1. Is it? Similarity. Is it? But formation and thing that now go help it now Welsh. Me I tell you. It done gone, Me not see Jamaica come back in this playoff in a bit, bro. Me I tell you the truth, joke thing, bro. Me not see it. Speed don't play with midfield. Long ball FC. It's a long ball FC the man depend. Well, you see the problem now, so maybe we want to get in some midfield of a try and work a little magic. Because him realized say this is the thing that was hurting team and he was there and he wasn't doing nothing more than let it fail. There's a protect the defense. Well, bro, no matter what protecting defense, you still have to have a chemistry, a technical ability to play in spaces and not playing out of position and all. It comes with a lot of things, The formation is just easy to talk and what we think that the players them should do outside in the pitch. It's totally different, So when you mention the Jamaica should play 4-3-1-2, it's just a formation and it's what the coach tell them to do out there. And I don't think it's going to happen because they're going to play a high quality, a technical team who will run at you. They don't care what formation they have, they don't care how much players in the back behind, they will score. You know? Yeah, Congo is staying much sharp. What are we doing? That is the thing, I look at this, because we only have what? A March I go play. We only have January, February. But 2 months and couple weeks. Because December actually done already. And we're not having a lot of players who playing regularly for the club. If we're going to use a continuity with these players, we don't know what will happen. I think it's going to be a whole total change, bringing in some new players, and I don't know if those players was performing. So I don't know what will be is change in this team, people. I don't know what will be without speed change. I will just watch and look and see what will happen because this team is fully strength, match fit, everything. Most of these players who are playing for Congo right now, you have two of them playing in Sutherland, and Sutherland are one of the team right now in Premier League are fire right now. So I tell you, it's not go easy. So if they score, then we outscore them. Outscore what? Jamaica can outscore any team? Really, I think a fantasy football is. I'm tell you. And I get the same amount of time to train, just like us. Same amount of time to train, but these players are playing their tournament now. Whole of January, them are going to play now. What do you think it is? Well, man, you don't understand this thing, you know, dog. You don't understand this thing. Them man a play World Cup qualifier. They are Congo, right? They play World Cup qualifier. Come and play off. Beat Nigeria, come and play off. They not stop play game, you know. Then they left that now, and then they have the tournament going in Africa, you know. Afghan going right now. And that will play for the whole of January. So them football never stop. So they well fit and like fiddle. So them will play right through a lot of games. The only time they're going to get a little rest from national break is in February and a little bit of March. Maybe I don't know when the game will be playing, but they're saying a March. And bro, I don't think we're going to be ready. Our players them right now, we don't I don't think that we have a lot of players who playing regularly, get regular minutes like 70 minutes like every game on a weekend when they play at the club. We're not seeing that. So why you think that we're going to get these players in and then magically just beat this team and run pan into? No, it's not a fancy game, bro. I think three team at the playoff. Tell me what team is most excited to be there. I think Jamaica is the last excited team to be. Bro, I agree with that though. Jamaica are the last team. Suriname is an excited team. They play very excited football as well. Iraq them and them all them other team there. Brother, Jamaica done dog. We need to source some practice match. When? Oh, you going to get practice match? Right, you know what? You realize at the championship I play, League One I play, the Premier League, there's no way these players can come from their club and go play it after on an international break. So there's no game for them to play. So you have to pre-assess some of these players. If this man going to use a continuity of these players, pre-assess some of these players are playing regularly. If they are not, we're going to face the same goddamn problem. And bringing in other players who are not even playing regularly as well, we're going to get destroyed same way from this team. Jamaica should ask to be in the Afghan tournament as I guess to be much ready. Thing. Well, that can't work. That can never work. That is just out of the world. Would never work. Question: who in the JPL right now that can hold the ball in the midfield and make the final pass? Let's see nobody. Fern. Nobody at all are there now. I don't think nobody at all would be there to make that cut. You see me? So, I don't believe that. None at all. Can say that. Mr. Speed will be bringing in the last five more quality heritage players, including Messi. Messi Green not coming nowhere well. Stop chicken himself. Messi Green not going to tie his brand, tie his name to this organization who is unprofessionally messing up Jamaica football. Man not going to come. Oh, magically, so magically, basically, I just come for these other two games. Yeah, man. Man not come nowhere. You never need not to qualify for Cup Canada give us their spot to help us stay match fit. Eh? Well, not in this time, still RR. Not in this time. You know what I mean? If we had asked to be in the Afghan, they would help happily give us a slot. You feel so? Me don't know about that still. Is it me don't know. But me don't know. And if you could say that, alright, so for instance, Yeah, just say if we did ask, we could have get the spot, right? So for instance, we get the spot, and most of these players who is in their club right now, how much of them could leave and go participate in the Afghan Cup? And a lot of these clubs would let go their players then, you know. So it will be a iffy, maybe, you know. It's a Gold Cup take guess. Okay. But I don't think that is a possible move there, so just because you want to keep the players them much sharp, but you have to think about the players them when they have to play at their clubs as well. They definitely have to play at the club, you know? You see how them man them run look fast. Eh, 70 did not qualify for 90. Who said that? It's a Gold Cup take guess. The carnival take us in the South American slot. Yeah, because remember we went far in the Gold Cup the other day and the other time. And the Gold Cup and Nation League also one of them place. Why we get the by there? So we should have, but they don't. Well, remember, when we you maybe think about it, other people could think about it, but the JFM don't think about that. They don't care about that either. So he's ready for a match when there is no international. Nobody at all would be ready, and these players they have to play regularly to be much sharp, much fit, and they're not. That's it. So even when I tell the truth, not going to be easy. I never talk about New Caledonia people because New Caledonia is not really per se a quote unquote toughest team that we're going to face. I'm not going to really talk about them. That is not a really disrespect to the team, but I think that if we even move past Caledonia, we're not going to beat the RP. I tell you the truth. My confidence level is low. I don't think that Jamaica are good enough to beat them. Verse you have these man in it. I tell her, it's not gonna work, man. Not gonna work. Because when you look at it, it's just a bias thing and how they situate the thing. Because Miguel Coley is one of the coaches who have a higher ceiling of coaching level, and the man is an assistant interim coach. Why Speed never be assistant and put Miguel Coley at the end of it? Me not like that. And stupidness, foolishness that. I don't know why Miguel Coley really take the job either. The man a move like him's desperate. You know, oh, New Caledonia, no mercy. That's what you think, French. Take New Caledonia like that you say. I'm sure they. We could use the local and go after build the squad in the meantime. Yeah, we know the African they do love Jamaica because remember we are more likely from that generation, mostly Nigeria and things. So yeah, man, it could have been working a little bit, but you mentioned using local players. Me not think it will cut it either. Me not think it would have cut it. I think they would be, some of these players would have been ready. Kings, you are there. Big up yourself, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year when it comes, bro. Big up yourself, for all to the family. Everybody in the chat, in the comment section, and also wanna type. Big up on yourself. Kind of soup you talk about. You say, look at how you see me. 54 country in Afghan and 24 team fight hard to qualify for the final stage of the Afghan. They would allow us in like that. Well, me not say this still, but me not know how it would have been worked out, bro, because if we here so I think about that, not to say we, but if we not mention about that, if Jamaica should have be a guest and thing, and if them who at the end of the organization not thinking about that, what you expect to happen? They not care about that. You see me? If they're interested, they could have put things in place and say, all right, they want to participate as I guess whatever the placement. Maybe they could have set up something. Yes, they could have, but they're not interested of doing that, bro. They're not interested. You see me? The cup is not even warm up game with local. Yeah, I know that. You know, most local player was in that Unity Cup for sure. There was a lot of thing there. A lot of local player. I don't know if it would have worked. See, still, I don't know if you'd have get this result because I don't think a 1 month tournament could really fix this thing here with the national team because having say all right, say you mentioned first say we're going to use some local players to try and get them gel. I don't think it'd be good enough to face up against these high quality team like the Congo and them team would definitely help us. Because if we're going to set up a local team playing up against these other teams, because if you be a guest, more likely this team going to beat you. You know, walk your socks off. You see? What are you going to learn from that? Yeah? Qatar was in the Gold Cup as a guest. Yes, and that is true. Yes, so it looked as if that the organization wasn't thinking about that. I've want to ask the African organization about guests. So I don't know. It could have worked. I'm not saying it wouldn't work, but I'm just talking based up on it would work for Jamaica team. You understand? That is what I really mean. You see me? You know, I think, brother, we out there, so we think more than them, you know. It's a 1 month better than none at all. Well, that way is yes. No African country won't give up their spot to allow us in, I guess. Well, I don't know, maybe they could have worked it out still a way, like put in like 5 teams because I saw 5 teams in our group too, you know. 5 teams in our group, you know? You see it, so I think it could have worked, but I don't know if it could work on the Jamaica side as well. I don't know. I don't know much if Jamaica could work that now way to get players gel. I don't want to spend the money really. They broke. We said they broke. Conrad, I am pleased that Trinidad under 17 will have new players from Germany, United States, England, and they are base players who will represent the TT under 17. Well, glad to see that and glad to know that Kingsley, but as I mentioned earlier, bro, and I see you just joining the live, but I don't think the local coach will cut it, bro. I don't think so. Getting in these foreign based players, I think that they should get in some good professional coaches. Local coaches at this level not going to cut it. They have no experience, no exposure, nothing at all. You know, that is what I think. I don't think it's going to cut it. You see it, Kingsley. So that is just my take on it. I talked it earlier in the live stuff. You go there for the match practice and team selection. So you're going there for cub up. You're going to cub way up and give you all six and then going to help them help other teams boost up to get points and something. And must that talk about local team not producing any local player that can walk in any Europe top league. But I know me at that what it you know. I mentioned about the local players could have used them in to getting in to the Afghan of even to be a guest now. So he was mentioning about that. So me tell you, I don't really to know anything about that. You know? My concern is that I want Trinidad to be like Mr. and Jamaica to qualify for the World Cup. Well, Kingsley, you will love that, but it's going to be difficult. mainly on the Jamaica side as well, because we're not thinking out the box. We're thinking like a matches box brains. You see me? I know that. Now have a squad for March now. What kind of squad? No have a squad, brother. Because I know most of these overseas based players are not going to come back. Worse, such man, they are the MI hit. I honestly feel that Mr. Sweet and Miguel Coley will select the players who will take us over there. And I don't think they're going to do that either. I don't think it's good enough. At a short space of time. Football no play overnight. A year, Welsh. So get that straight. And it is level to this thing. So who will play pro to the player of Chile? Prior to the player of Chile. Patrick Riley, big up yourself. Hope all is well to the family. Happy New Year when it comes. Merry Christmas as well. I said it's Jamaica in trouble because of the stability of Trinidad. Brother, and them always do them thing and them feel like say everything they think is right because they just feel to say what they are doing in this organization is definitely right and is the right way to go. Could never. I remember when Jamaica said they failed automatically qualify for the 2025 and 17 World Cup win. They lost 2-1 against Salvador, which is embarrassing. Yeah, and to top of that too, for Trinidad too, they did just needed one. I think they needed 1 point to qualify as a draw after pack of Hurricane Malaysia. We would get that. I feel so. Well, maybe I'm not saying wrong still about the being a guest at the tournament still, number, but it's going to be difficult. It will be difficult. I don't discriminate any player, but we need to start having confidence in our building. Bro, it's not about say we don't want to have confidence in these players. But remember, we all know that the Jamaican Premier League is not at the level where we could say, all right, so we have some wicked players, so some of the best players them in our country who could definitely come out of the country and go play football. No, it's not like that, Welsh. So sometimes you have to think out the box, bro. Because there are a lot of players who leave Jamaica from schoolboy football and don't matriculate themselves to be a professional player. And some of them fail and some of them come back home and all these things. And we see the biggest thing that happen that fail in the youths them, which is a coaching thing. And that's the main thing that feeling it. It's not say we're not discriminating a player, but remember, we always said this: there are levels to football, and if you're not playing at the level, you're going to fail. You understand, people? Well, so get that straight, brother. We're not discriminating a player because we know that Jamaica full of raw talent. We know that Jamaica could get further, but we have to put in the right things in place. We have to put in the coaching development that aspect in place to get these players properly developed and get them ready for overseas movements. Because these coaching what you think will happen in Jamaica, there's nothing compared to the overseas coaching. And it's just the fact. Because when they go out and get some other different coaching, they don't have to wake up 4 o'clock in the morning, train, and it's a process and it's a thing with them and you're not used to that. Maybe you're not used to it or get starstruck and all these things. So there's a lot of things to it why you see some players who leave from Jamaica not properly developed and struggle, and we are wonder why they fail. Understand? It's just them kind of thing, there, bro. So sometimes you have to look at it at many factors in the bro. G. You see me? It's not about say oh we don't like the player them are then not good. It's not that. But the technical part about it, the education wise is definitely is a thing. where they feel in the youth them. You see me? New team going to up hard. Art alone now bring it through Conwell. Yeah, laugh. Art alone now gonna bring it. If you have Art run up and down that man said, feel hopeful for the heritage player just to see. Well, yeah, they play a club see the importance of the record. They would take a big cut to showcase their talent at the record. Well, then I understand the magnitude of qualifying for a World Cup. On Monday night, I watched Arnett versus Tivoli game. Nobody can tell me that the good players are not here. And again, Welsh, watching those levels of football, you will say and you will saw that some good players at that level. But when they play some bigger level who have high ceiling of quality performances, they're going to struggle because the education wise with the players them are totally far off. So they will struggle against these other team Welsh. And that is what we always said that education in football is one of the main things that players need to have because you need to try to take instruction and what the coach telling you need to try to register it and bring it out on the pitch because that is what you're going to do. So when you're in a tight spot and a tight position, you can't get out. Your brain just fry. You're just stunned. If you have the education, you know say all right, chemistry, physics, you're gonna work with it. You know say all right, two player in front of you, one behind you, one side of you. So you know how to work out the match they You understand? So it's not that we're not saying good players are there. They have good talents and in Jamaica, but remember they are not properly developed. And for them to matriculate to the level where we expected them to, they have to properly develop in whatever case it may be. So you saying that now, it don't make no sense. We kind of have this conversation about players should get involved in it. No, it's not going to work like that. You see me? Around how many African team above us? A lot, you know. There's a lot of them above us. I think we read about 70. I was supposed to say 70 something in the world. Must say 70, I believe. Yeah. And a lot of African teams are above us. A lot. I think not New Caledonia below us. I believe so. Our league in our region is about 13 or more in ranks. Eh? Local West Jamaica team need to get more practice together like Simon's team back in the day. They say get more practice. And on the practice can't help it in either. Need development, bro. Look like they're going to build around Peter Lee Vassell, Maggie Lemar Walker. Busy kids, and I believe that these guys need a lot of help because they're not fully developed. Exactly, Marvin Ferran. But if they're going to build around these players, well, let's see. Let's see what will happen because it's not going to help them. Same way, you know. Because most of these players are not one of the best, you know. It's a 70, yeah, right. Heath Kelly, one of the best Jamaican youth, went to Youth World Cup and failed at PSG. This shows something wrong that we are not doing. And that is a thing, Mark Chambers. And that is what I tell in Welsh, but he just definitely believed that the local players could cut it and they could it good enough. But we realize and we know that they are not good enough at this level. Maybe they're good enough at the schoolboy football level and at the JPL level. That is where they could have, bro. You see me? Yeah, like practice match internationally. That alone not gonna help it, Welsh. You see me? That alone really not gonna. Me never know if that youth had reach him, Keith Kelly. Me never know what go on with him still. You see it? But people, I tell them, just not gonna work. We just need to do the damn work and just do the right thing. The damn right thing to get in the right set of coaches. Local coaches who don't have no pedigree or have no resume cannot develop players. And we actually seeing that right now because this is why the youths are failing at the schoolboy football level because a lot of these players are not fully developed. They're just coached by teacher, um, teacher who do PE and all these things. I don't know if him the 16 now. I never know that youth there still. Yeah, but we named him before. And as you mentioned, RR, a development league for the schoolboy football will be good enough too as well. But how they going to do that? If think they're going to do we can remember it's a different program from the um organization, but JFF, it's a schoolboy football, it's a different program. So maybe them doing it in for them own way. So I don't know what will happen still. But having a developmental in the schoolboy football will be good too as well. Chris Smith, big up yourself, Man, I respect, bro. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. When it comes, bro. Hope all is well too. And family. Yeah. When was that? In the 90s, early 2000s, Kenny. Me no know no. Me no know that you still me hear about his name already, but me don't know him. So that truth. Kinda like that man give him more thing pan. If I develop money, money should spend in this schoolboy football. Well, it not gonna spend enough because remember the schoolboy football FIFA not nothing to do that, FIFA not nothing to do that. You see it? But we don't know what will happen. Hey man, Chris Smith, respect man. Get the boys play right through the year. Ah, get them playing right through the year. Yes, could be one of the main factor. That is why you have to have an academy. School them in, teach them, school them, footballing aspect, everything you teach them. So then that will be like a footballing school, the youths then. And if the JFF wise to as well people, if they're wise like most of these players who leave like the schoolboy football, enroll them into a academy where that like what Mount Pleasant do and use them youths here and use them all part of the JPL and all these other things and get the players them like get them on trial to go out and thing. If they put in the right developmental aspect. You don't need to go overseas and get no players. But for them to do that, it's going to take a arm and a leg for them to do that because it's going to be difficult because they don't want the long term. They're not going to do that. Just so. They're like a short term. Yeah, if oversee all football in there. Me not think them oversee the schoolboy football. Still, me don't know because that name Issa schoolboy football. You see me? Alright, so I don't know if them oversee that still. Well, it has to be the feeder ground for JPL because that is the only thing that really where the people are more follow and it get more highlight. So it has to be, you know, JFF under JPL under JFL. So oh is not FIFA cash cartel. Well, that's the thing too, you know. Uh, maybe they might take the money and do different thing, and they now focus on these other teams. They now give them nothing to the parish, and I don't know. I don't know, yeah, man. Them people are just headache, yeah, bro. We never want to talk much more about them, you know, because they want, them man, them for go, yeah, man. We don't like them already still, you know. There's a football fly past you a long time ago. Yeah, Jamaica don't produce stop talent. Stop using diaspora. They do. Just like we can't name 5 local band players doing good overseas. And that is the thing too. You see me? So we know that they don't produce players and they try to feel like they're producing players and they are not, you know? And that is another thing what we feel into as well. You see me? But we don't know if they're going to get it right. The only way they could get it right is just these man just leave the football alone and just resign and just forget about it and just move on with their career, move on with something where they want to do, want to achieve out of football or something, but left the Jamaican football. Getting people who mean Jamaica good, who want the right thing for Jamaica, and putting some right things put in place, the production level, the developmental level, getting them thing they put in place. You see me? Talent is hiding in the ghetto and in the country. Guess who can't afford academy fee, but they play school football? Think about it. Well, that's true. Most of the ghetto people in them can't to afford to put through, and I know that because schoolboy football is be one outlet for them, you know, and so forth. The other day, me all I watch on schoolboy match. I mean, definitely see when I youth, the money not have nothing about them. Man have him pants way down, and I draw down him pants and him something there, and I walk and I bounce him. I say, oh, them man don't mean nothing about football, man. They don't go play it for just showcase. Then look at talent or whatever what they want for showcase. I mean, you don't mean Jamaica schoolboy football nothing, man. That's why I say them now go nowhere. Some of them. Senegal, DR, Morocco, Ivory Coast, Algeria, the amount of diaspora players in those teams. Look at the level these teams playing at. And that is the thing, Chris, me I tell you, we're not doing that. And these teams are playing very good. The Morocco is not a surprise to see how they reach, how far they reach. The DR Congo, this a lot of these teams, yeah, man, I do the right thing. I get in players because that is an outlet for a lot of these teams to get in the best players. Them, but we know I use the brain back way. Never say we. Them JFF people I use the brain back way, and them brain just locking our matches box. You see me? So they just don't believe that say getting in the best players them will cut it. They want involve unprofessional player with professional player. I mean I understand. I don't know. I don't know people. Like up the life people, like up the life. If Jamaica stop using that, they will be ranked about 15 in CONCACAF very soon. Well, I wouldn't surprise if I see that happen still, you know. Chris Smith, I wouldn't surprise. Because these other teams are pushing, you know. You see our little the Curacao team, look out for them in the Nation League, look out for them in the World Cup. They're going to perform as well because going to the World Cup is a big boost there for Curacao. So right now, we're not going to surprise for them coming into the Nation League, World Cup, and all these other things. I don't think they're going to let down. They're going to perform. They're going to get it done. And these other teams, the Honduras, the Guatemala, these teams are stepping up. The Suriname and all these other teams as well. These teams are stepping up. The Costa Rican and Ireland team. So we are gonna get left behind soon and very soon, bro. And a joke thing. FIFA cash must start used in the off season of the school football. But I don't know if that is possible still in a era. Cause I don't know if I say FIFA respond for schoolboy football. I don't know. You see it. Big up yourself, Sylvester. Long time no see, bro. Hope all is well to the family. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year when it comes. And big up yourself, bro. Why we can't use the FIFA cash? Me no boy. I'll start to Mexico or South America to get their feet wet. I don't know. We don't know, and I don't know if that definitely possible could happen with the schoolboy football. I don't know. We'll have to go do some digging about that. Yeah, Marcus called the value about 435 million dollar, and it's mostly diaspora players. See that? Just to show you. So that means that them is doing the right thing, and look to, and if you check them under 17 team as well. Remember them win the under 17 tournament. You know? So them are do good. America do damn good. And them are make use of it. And this is what we know as a smaller country should have been adapting to, should have been looking to these things and say, all right, if we want the best for the country, we want the best for the team, we have to get in the best players in. Not to say we don't have talent in the homegrown, but they are not good enough. And we don't believe it that way. So this is why Jamaica is still at this position, see me? And if they continue moving in this direction, a lot of these teams going to outpass Jamaica, and we're going to try for battle and play and catch up. And at this rate, it's going to be doomed. Because Jamaica are going to every game and struggle to play against these other teams who are playing and who are getting in the players then to perform. You know? On Jamaica, yeah, thinking. Well, definitely. Them alone think so. I aware that countries like St. Vincent, Trinidad, St. Lucia, and others are sending their young players to play schoolboy football to get experience? No, I don't know of that. I think couple youth got a JC and thing. Some of these youth Trinidad. Yeah, I see one or few players because me a commentator said one of these youth who play for Clarendon College, one of them team. I don't remember, but one of them from Trinidad and thing. But maybe they realize that is one of the highlights to really get the players them, you know. But I don't believe in the schoolboy football, bro. I really believe in that. As far as the US under 17 come from boys World Cup qualifier, we as Trinidad and Jamaicans have to take it seriously. Mexico and Canada are competitive. We're not giving up. We must believe in. Well, Kingsley, bro, I tell you, I think not so, but it's going to be difficult. We're not taking it serious, and that is another thing to have messing up with as the Caribbean country. A lot of things we are not taking serious. You know, uh, Ivory Coast squad about 370 million. Yo, red boy, Chris Smith, I tell you the truth. Saying this, it made me just have a laugh, bro. Me just have a laugh because we're not doing that. And it's just diaspora players them to show you. Our squad value 450. I'll be a 400 and 300 and a brother. So you realize that we just a waste time. We just a waste time that yes, go football, chinny ball and play for stats. Oh yes, a stats are true. Christina and others have Caribbean. Yeah, man. I think I hear about it because in the last half in the schoolboy football, I watch some of the game them like the semi final, the quarter final, and the final as well. Kind of bit they was tuning into to it a bit, you know. So that good look was some exposure of the boy them. Why don't you answer King Whisper Paris Dixon come from? Now, now Jamaica man, and a homegrown player them. Now homegrown player them, where them come from? That you ask me. Let me see the comments. King Paris Whisper Dixon come from Jamaica. Schoolboy football I mean. You mean where they come from? Yeah, in the schoolboy football. Yeah, but not just one and few players will definitely come out of the schoolboy football. Not a lot because there's a lot of talent in the schoolboy football, but who will make it out? And you realize it's just one and few, like one every year. I don't know who will be the next player will come from it as one of the big players then. But yet still, Whisper still playing at a lower level. He's just he don't matriculate yet. And Dixon still struggling to get in games as well. So they don't really be a big professional players yet. You see me? They not be a big professional players. So if you just go and watch and see. You see it. Yeah man. People, what time now? 9 o'clock. Long time they put in live, you know. Nothing wrong with American school of produce at least two quality players each year. And I wouldn't use produce. That is not produce, bro. We not produce no players. You see me? We not produce no players. We just have these players who we could use and try and get them play overseas and get them at different. But we don't really produce because I wouldn't call that produce Welsh. Remember we don't call that a produce. We produce player. We don't produce no player because none of these players are developed properly. Not even at the schoolboy level. None of these players haven't pro- developed properly. So I wouldn't say we produce because it have to do with developmental aspect. And look on Dixon. Dixon come out of the schoolboy football and he went overseas. He find it difficult to adapt to certain aspect of the game and all these other things. He's getting there, but it's going to take time. So I wouldn't say we produce. They just get players in and try to get them out of the country. King win the Scottish thing. Why not say King win this? St. Mary's win the Scottish team with King play with the team. And I him win it. And I want it look good. Eh? I want it look good. Says King wins Scottish cup. Oh boy. Your problem is Bridge who coached them after school. Nobody coached them after schoolboy, and anybody who coached them is when they go in a Premier League team with coaches not really have no big license as some get together coach, you know. So that is where it all ended for them. You see me? King in the Scottish Cup. Oh boy. Now go a King alone up on the team. St. Mary's win the Scottish Cup with King. Now one like a King alone play thing there. Come on man. A King alone play upon St. Mary's and him alone perform, him score goal and all these things. Hmm. Yeah, Congo squad. Value 123 million. Yunus Visa is the most diaspora player. Add Visa is also from the diaspora and value 35 million. So if he was there, Congo world value at 168 million. Okay, okay. Yeah, did it. Right now, King is a column in St. Mary's defensive. Stop it. Stop it, Welch. It's just because the defender injured right now. And I can give him credit. He might play good right now, yes. He might play good. I saw some game when playing for two and he might get there. He might get there, but it's just because the player injured still. The biggest thing for you, I tell you, that I always say speed are the biggest thing, king are the biggest thing, time might the biggest thing for you, bro. Because you look at football different. And that is just how you think. You can't change your mind. But me now say them man are the biggest thing. Because them man are Messi, them man are Ronaldo. Where them achieving football, they may have to say these man big. What they achieve. They say King no good. Now I say no good still in a Christmas, but I'm not going with a little thing still. Yeah, because the player who supposed to play the position him injured. So he definitely try to put himself in a position for play in the team regularly. Give the juveniles some strength. Bro, my offer see the changes in King for him now for stop play these long ball, bro. I'm tired of it. I'm just tired for see the man I play this international football in time play with Jamaica. This man just every time hold the ball, he roll it and hold up in hand. Woodum, woodum, woodum. Brother, I'm tired for see it, brethren. For me, I think if me for start give him credit overall, right through, he need to play more calm, play football on the ground. Stop with this long ball shit. Them thing they're not working out. Them days of football are done with, done for. So yeah, me not say me not give him no credit, but I mean if you done with them shit there, bro. You see me? Them long ball thing there, brother, it get me upset. I hate to see it. Playing long ball when it necessary. Man, I play it when it all unnecessary. I make the foul or run down ball. No. If I come back straight bench. I say when if I come back him straight bench. Not I tell you the player where used to play in a position in injury. You see me so maybe that's why I'm getting time. I'm at he make best use of it, and you have to give him that. But me have to watch him now good game and see when they perform against some certain arenas. It's a king. He kick it long. The see first let the run into the ah boy. It's an in shock. That definitely is an in shock because there's no way as a player you can get up every minute take up on the field, you get this ball, you boot it long. Yeah, somebody had to instruct you. Somebody had to tell her to do that, man. You know? But you are going people. Your budget 2 hour mark. So I don't know it go already. Oh, 9:30 at the moment in my position. So I don't know. Big up everybody. Big up everybody in the building. Hope you hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. And definitely it was a good conversation with you people. Definitely no cussing, no disrespect to anybody like that. Welshman, you will own and thing, but can't change you like you done gone already. So it go. But definitely it was a good conversation with you people, and y'all have a happy new year when it comes, bro G, and enjoy the best of it, for the New Year's and thing. That'd be it. Yeah, man. Same to you. Massive respect to everybody. On the live. I think me will do a live stream to the new so maybe I will do something like that. Uh, so people, massive respect. Y'all have a good night. Have a good new year to come. So yeah, go on chat, man. Go on chat. Yeah, man. So people, big up on yourself, you know. Good night.